Hey everyone, Cab here, and today we're changing things up a little bit. Firstly, we've got a double upload day. I had to do a video on icon swaps, so I think you'll actually end up seeing that one first over this one. But anyway, we've got Freeze promo. It's an interesting promo, a bit of a controversial one because it's different from Footmas, but either way, we've got the top 3 picks for investors for the Freeze promo. It's a bit of a different one. It's not investments this week, it's a different one this time around, but it's going to be just as good and it's going to be a lot shorter. But before I go over the top 3, I just want to highlight this Marquinhos SBC card. 160k for a midfield hyperlink to Neymar with these stats. If you have Neymar, you gotta do this. You're not going to see a card this good for a while, especially a hyperlink to Neymar. It's impressive to say the least. I was going to get Roberto Carlos to link to Neymar, but this guy will do just fine. But anyway, we've got the top 3 picks. We're going to go in order of price here, actually. And the first one is this Marco Verratti card. It's a weird one. It is a weird card because he's got so much more pace and so much more shooting than his base card, but he's got so much less defending. This isn't Verratti as you know it. It's an Italian left mid from PSG. This ain't any Verratti here. Now, why do I pick this card? First, he's 4-star, 4-star. Good stats there. He's so agile, really good composure, good reactions, really good dribbling across the board. His passing is excellent. His shooting is excellent. The only thing he's missing here is a little bit of pace and a little bit of physical. Do you know how you fix that? Hawk. That creates a very compelling card. All 90s in shooting, 98 aggression, so will be a really good pressing forward or winger, and gets up to 99 acceleration. This is essentially a Neymar without 5-star, 5-star for 200k starting, but I think this card could go as low as 150k. There's no other good links to Mbappe. If someone has Mbappe and can't afford Neymar, they would get this card, guaranteed. So I'm really impressed in this card, and I'm personally going to be picking one up. The next one is Casimiro. This card is extinct with the max price range being 380k. I personally think this card could go as high as 500k as soon as the price range is lifted. This is the perfect centre back. He's tall, he's fast, he's strong, he can defend, he's got good enough dribbling, and he's got great passing. There's nothing missing with this card. If you're going to really nitpick, a basic will fix everything. Or if you do want a bit more acceleration, something like an engine would be great. And if you do want that extra agility, something like an artist would be great, because you don't need to buff the defending realistically. This is a great card. I personally would pick one up if he fit in my squad, but unfortunately he doesn't. But anyway, this is a really nice looking card. And the last card that we're going to be looking at, I told you this would be a quickfire one, is this Sadio Monet. Now you'll notice with all the investments that I suggest, they're all unique cards. Like that centre-back Casimiro, you're not going to see a centre-back Casimiro probably until he retires. You're also not going to see a left mid Verratti with good pace ever. And the same thing here, you're not going to see a striker Mane for a good while. This is essentially R9. This is basically baby R9. If you compare them, the stats are very close. I think Mane actually has better dribbling stats and then very slightly better shooting. This is a wonderful card. To be honest, I'd probably rather get this Mane than R9, especially since I expect this card to settle to about 1.4 to 1.6 million. That's what I'm hoping, but I also have a slight feeling he might settle about 1.7. Either way, at whatever price you can get him for, he's going to go up. If you get him around Monday or even going up to Thursday with Division Rivals rewards, this is going to go up because there's no striker like him. If you take a look at strikers in the Premier League, you have like the closest players to him is Rashford at 1 mil. You've got someone like this Kane at 1.4 mil. You've got, at a cheaper option, Zaha, Werner, and then, this inform Rashford. But Mane has one thing that all of these cards don't, and that is just high stats. All of them fit a similar niche in that they, if you want a fast, physical, technical striker, you get all the players I described. But Mane just has way better stats. And then there's other, there's other players that are just as fast in Aubameyang, but they can't dribble. There's players that are just as good at shooting in Vardy, but he can't pass. There's someone like Rashford who, yeah, I mentioned him before, and he's quite comparable, and he's half the price, but he just isn't as good at shooting. He's got 6 less dribbling. I think he's slightly weaker as well, or it might be the same. Yeah, it's roughly the same. But, again, with players like Werner, they can't pass, and they're also weak. With Zaha, he's not the best at passing, and I believe the strength might be the same. This Mane does fit in a very good niche, and because he's from Liverpool, there's a lot of players to link. If you're looking at the absolute top end, you're building a god squad, you're going to have that Salah on the right, and that Mane at striker if you don't use icons. And then you could even link him up with, where you could link that Salah up with Trent. There's so many options with this Mane, and he does fit a niche. He lets you create squads that you wouldn't be able to before. Because while this inform Mane is good, and he's only 420k actually, he doesn't fit a niche. You can just use a normal one, and he's half the price. But this card, it's a lot more, but he's a lot better. He's got so much better shooting stats, better physicality, makes his strength really nice. Overall, this card is really good, and if you have the coins, pick him up. But anyway, that's everything. We've done it in 6.5 minutes. We've done it quick, because I like doing these faster videos, because they are easier to make, and I get the information to you as quick as possible. But anyway, that's it. If you like this format for these, for these new promo videos that are, kind of towards the end of the week instead of the middle of the week with investments this week, let me know if you do like them. But anyway, that's it for today. Peace out, everyone.